Hello and welcome. We're going to get into a topic today that affects millions of men, but is so often treated with solutions that, frankly, just scratch the surface. We're going to talk about a full system approach, one that's designed to do more than just manage symptoms. It's about truly restoring male sexual health and confidence from the ground up. First things first. If this is something that you're dealing with, I want you to know you are absolutely not alone. Just look at the numbers. They're incredibly clear. This is very common, and it's tied to age. We're talking about 40% of men in their 40s. That jumps to half of all men in their 50s, and 60% in their 60s. So this isn't some rare, isolated issue. It's a really widespread health concern. But that begs a question, right? If this is so common, why do the typical treatments so often feel like a temporary Band-Aid? It really makes you wonder. What if the standard approach, the one that usually comes in a pill bottle, is missing the real underlying problem completely? Let's dig into that. And that leads us right to the core idea we're exploring today, the full system approach. We're going to move way beyond just chasing a quick fix and really understand why only treating the symptom is almost guaranteed to fail you in the long run. This right here, this one sentence, changes the whole conversation. Sexual dysfunction is rarely just a local problem. You should think of it more like a check engine light for your body. It's a powerful signal that deeper things are out of balance across a bunch of interconnected systems. So what do we mean when we say full system? Well, we're looking at 4 critical areas that all have to be working together in harmony. You've got the structural stuff like your spine and pelvic floor. Then there's the command and control center, your nervous system. Of course, you need healthy blood flow. And finally, your hormonal health. A problem in any one of these can create a domino effect that impacts everything else. And that's really the key difference in this kind of approach. This isn't about finding one single magic therapy. It's about a clear, structured journey where the goal isn't just temporary relief, but a genuine return to full, confident function. Okay, so what does that structured journey actually look like? Well, it's built on a really clear, manageable plan we call the 4-pillar rebuild. It's designed to guide you step by step all the way to restoration. Here they are, the 4 foundational pillars. See how it makes sense? It all starts with diagnostics. You got to find the root cause. From there, we move to rewiring nerve signals and getting them healthy. Then we optimize blood flow. And finally, we lock in all those gains by integrating lifestyle and mind-body performance. It's a logical, progressive path forward. Let's zoom in on pillar 1 for a second, because before any treatment can really work, you have to know why something is happening before you can fix what is happening. This means we do a deep diagnostic dive. We're looking at everything from the mechanics of your spine and pelvic floor to exactly how your nervous system is firing and responding. Now, once those root causes are pinpointed, then we can bring in the right tools for the job. This next part is all about the specific advanced technologies that are used to actually rebuild and restore function at a really fundamental level. All right, first up is something called multi-waveform direct current, or MWDC. To put it simply, this is a very advanced form of electrical stimulation. Its job is to target nerves and muscles directly, helping to heal those nerve pathways and basically reteach your muscles how to activate properly and without pain. So why does that matter? Well, if the problem is poor nerve signaling and muscles that just aren't firing correctly, which is a super common issue, then MWDC is the direct solution. It goes right to the source to re-establish that crucial connection between your brain and your body. The hope it brings is having a body that actually responds the way you want it to. Next up, high-fem pelvic floor therapy. This technology uses a powerful but totally non-invasive electromagnetic field to stimulate the deep muscles of your pelvic floor. You can think of it as a way to reset the entire command center for this region, improving not just activation, but also the ability to relax, which is just as important. So if the root problem is poor coordination or weak signals getting to these vital muscles, HiFem is like doing an intense, targeted workout that you just couldn't possibly do on your own. It activates those nerves and retrains the deep muscles from the inside out, bringing back control and reliability. Which brings us to blood flow. A key technology here is shockwave therapy. It uses these high-energy acoustic waves to kickstart the body's own natural healing processes. Specifically, it encourages the release of nitric oxide, which is a crucial little molecule for healthy blood flow and tissue regeneration. The takeaway here is really simple. If poor circulation and weak blood flow are a major part of the problem, you need a solution that directly rebuilds that vascular system. And shockwave therapy is clinically shown to do exactly that, improving blood flow that translates directly into better function and hardness. It's about restoring health from the inside out. So we've covered the how, but let's take a step back and talk about the why, because this journey, it's not really about the clinical treatments and the technology. It's about what those things give you back. It's about reclaiming your confidence and really reclaiming your life. It all comes down to this simple but incredibly powerful promise. First, function is restored. That's the physical piece of the puzzle. But just as important, if not more so, hope is renewed. This is about moving from a place of frustration and doubt to a place of genuine possibility again. So what does that true outcome actually look like in your day-to-day life? Well, it's the confidence that comes from having a body you can rely on again. It's a nervous system that works for you, not against you. It's the physical reality of healthy blood flow. And maybe most importantly, it's the ability to truly reconnect with your partner, physically and emotionally. That's what you're really investing in. And that brings us to the final and most important part of all of this, your path forward from here. The journey really begins with the decision, a decision to stop just managing symptoms and to start truly restoring your life. So I'm just going to leave you with this question. It's a direct challenge to step off that merry-go-round of frustration and temporary fixes. Are you ready to take a different path, one that actually addresses the root causes and is built for lasting change? If the answer to that is yes, then your first step is simple. You can take control of your health by scheduling a private, completely confidential consultation to see if this approach is the right one for you. You don't have to figure this out alone.